One thing that I was thinking when I saw the price of this move was, are we going to see a salary dump? Is that something that's coming in the next few days or weeks, whether that's Paddock, whether that's Vasquez, even whether that might be Willie Castro? And maybe the advantage of a deal like this is now you've done what you could consider, you've checked the bare minimum boxes for the offseason, right? You've got that lefty reliever, you've got that backup outfielder, and now you can make a fun move if a value proposition that you like presents itself to you in the remainder of the offseason. And I agree with you that that seems unlikely, but at least they've positioned themselves in such a way where they're not desperate for that type of fun move. They probably feel pretty good about where the roster's at heading into spring.
Yeah, and I think that's entirely fair. I think Deshaun Kiersey's ability to play for the Twins or availability to play for the Twins is tied directly to Buxton's and Bader's health, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go be a 28-year-old or whatever he is outfielder for the Saints. That's one call away, and I think he sticks because he does play center. I think it probably has a more direct impact on Austin Martin, who's not going to play center. Willie Castro, I think, will play obviously less center. You talked about Bader being able to play all three positions in the outfield, which I think he certainly can do, but he hasn't played any position but center since 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And so one thing that we saw, and I'd have to look this up, it'd be great if Theo was here tonight, because what did Kirby Puckett do in his career after playing center for a long time? He moved to right.
Mm-hmm.
What did Torrey Hunter play after playing center for a long time? He moved to right. And I think left field and target field probably makes more sense. But is this a thing where we could see Byron Buxton not running into center field walls because he's just not playing there sometimes? And I think Buxton's still a better outfielder than Bader, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it maybe doesn't make sense, but from like a right now perspective. But if you want to prolong his career and have him play more,
interesting.
Maybe that's a thing that you at least consider. Maybe that's not this year, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Will Walker Jenkins is going to be the center fielder type thing, and then Buxton moves over. But you're committed to a bunch of money for a guy that has had trouble staying on the field, who's 31 years old. He's not getting younger. He's not getting faster, and the walls aren't getting softer.
You know where I thought you were going to go with that, Jeremy, was maybe Bader is also going to spell Wallner and Larnach as their platoon bat in left field and right field as well, given the amount that the Twins are paying him.
I do think that that's an absolute thing, right? That you're going to see one of these right-handed hitting outfielders playing in the corner. I think the assumption is that it's going to be Bader, and that's probably the correct assumption. But I do think there's a chance that we see Byron Buxton manning some left field, because he could catch a lot of balls in left field. And, there is the left field fence, there is the outfield fence, but you just don't see guys running right into the left field wall like you do see him running into the center field wall, at least from my perspective.